What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about how to carry your pistol, all right? Your everyday carry pistol. There's a ton of different options out there. There's thousands of different holsters and ways that you can, decide to carry your pistol. And there's a lot to think about, man. There's a lot to consider. Comfortability, functionality, getting in and out of your vehicle, the signature that you want to have in terms of do you care if people see that you have your pistol on you, or do you want to keep it concealed, and why you might want to care about that in different environments, right? So there's a lot to consider on this, and for you guys that might just be purchasing your first pistol, and the first thing you need to do is go get some training before you start carrying that thing, in my opinion. People can disagree with that if they want, but I think that's what you need to do. And then you have to decide how you're going to carry it. So we're going to talk through that, clear all of that up for you guys, talk about different considerations, advantages, disadvantages, and hopefully this will help you guys who are new, and maybe it'll make some of you guys who have been carrying your pistol for a long time think about some things and maybe switch your ways up if it makes sense, right? I got my good buddy out here, Kurt from K-Factor Concepts. He's going to help us talk through this. You guys know Kurt from the podcast and from the channel here. And please go and support him by subscribing to his channel here on YouTube, K-Factor Concepts. He puts out some really in-depth knowledge for you guys. Way more in-depth than you're probably going to see here on 307 Project. Kurt is an amazing shooter, actually the best shooter that I know, and he proves it out on the field of competition, right? So he's not just talking crap, he backs it up with his actions. So thanks for being here today,
Absolutely,
Kurt.
I appreciate it.
So one of our partners here at 307 Project is Barbell Apparel, and it's getting about that season to start putting your jeans on, man. It's cooling off, thank goodness. I'm about tired of this Georgia heat. Barbell Apparel makes the most functional pair of jeans that I have ever worn in my life. It's actually how our partnership with Barbell Apparel started. For years and years, I could not find a pair of jeans that were actually functional, that I could wear out on the range, that I could wear out to dinner, that I could wear I could literally wear them in the gym if I wanted to, because they fit good and they have some stretch in them, so they move with your body, all right? They don't bind up. You don't have to wash them 10,000 times before they're actually broken in enough that you can wear them comfortably. All the pairs of jeans that I've had in the past, it's like about the time they got comfortable, they were wore out and they started to get holes in them and look like trash. These come right out of the box, ready to rock and roll. And again, the unique thing about them is just that added stretch that they have, the fit, the athletic cut, the durability. You can work in these things the same way you would work in a pair of your big box store jeans that you've heard of for years and years, and these are going to have the same, if not better, durability. Barbell Apparel stands behind their products. They're awesome people, and you're just not going to find anything better. They come in multiple different cuts, whether you want a more athletic straight leg or you want something like this that's a more of a boot cut jean that's going to kind of taper out and flare out at the bottom to go over your boot. You're going to be able to find what you want in the color that you want, in the fit that you want, and I promise you, you are not going to find anything else like it on the market. So you guys go over and check out Barbell Apparel, and specifically, it's cooling off, get you a pair of jeans, man. You're gonna be happy. It's important that it's important to us that you guys support the companies that support this show, because that's a big part of you guys and our partners is what makes all of this happen. So check them out, barbellapparel.com. Thank you, Barbell, for being a longtime supporter of us here at 307 Project, and just for being awesome human beings in general. First thing I want to talk about is belts. It's a pretty important consideration.
Yes, it is. When
you're talking about carrying every day. I got a few different examples here, including the belt that I have on. But do you have a favorite?
Well, a lot of it comes down to something that you're going to be willing to put on a daily basis, right? Is it going to, are you going to have to change things up, or is it, you know, a Cobra buckle where you got to take the Cobra buckle off and run it through everything to put the Cobra buckle back on, and, you know, for rigidity, or, you know, is it something like that that's really simple, or is it something you just can wear every day?
Convenience and comfort.
And you don't have to think about it,
yep.
right? And that comes a lot when it comes down to concealed carry. It seems like a lot of people, they get too down to the weeds, and then they have to go through this whole process of trying to get things set up, and then they get lazy with it, and so then they stop carrying because, well, I don't want to have to put this on and then do that. And so you know, that's when we'll go through this, you'll kind of see those different levels of what it takes to carry concealed with the, you know, setup you have.
Yep.
So
no, that's everything. When I'm thinking about a belt, exactly what you said. I'm thinking about functionality, convenience, and comfort,
that's
right?
Yep.
And so looking at this right here, this big leather belt, now this to me is not comfortable, all right? I'm not going to wear this every day. The buckle's too big, it's just too stiff. Now, it does have really good rigidity, so you're going to be able to put a lot of weight on this if you wanted to carry extra magazines or something like that. But this isn't going to be something I'm going to use for my everyday carry. Now, if you didn't have something like this built out as your dedicated range belt, this is going to be kind of a good option to replace something like this if you're just not at that level. Say you don't go to the range a whole lot. It's good to have one of these because this is stiff enough and heavy enough that I can put a little med kit on the back of this. I can have my magazine pouches, and I can have a pretty substantial holster attached to this, and it's not going to sag down. It's going to keep everything nice and stable. But for everyday carry, it's just not comfortable enough for me, man. No. Something like this is on the opposite end of the spectrum, right?
Yeah.
This is super comfortable.
Yep.
Super simple.
Don't even know it's there.
You don't even know it's there, but it's really flimsy, all right? This has a lot of stretch in it, and if we're going to carry something like a Glock 19 or this PDP or something like that that's got a little weight to it, this belt right here is going to be too flimsy, and the pistol's going to move around, the holster's going to move around, it's going to sag. It's not really going to hold it in place where you want it. So
especially when it comes to something like the draw.
Exactly. Right. It's going to want to ride up, and yep. That's exactly right. Yep. So this is an arcade belt. Again, really comfortable, but I found it just to not be quite substantial enough as my everyday carry. What I personally have settled on, I have no affiliation with any of these companies, by the way, is this belt right here. This is, what are these called? Groove
Life.
Yep,
or
Groove Life,
something.
right? I think it's a good middle ground. It's functional, it's easy to get on and off, and it has got enough rigidity to it to do the job in terms of everyday carry. It's easily adjustable, and that is my belt that I wear every day. Do you have one that you've settled on?
It just depends. So like, I mean, I'm kind of, so I actually will wear the inner belt for my range setup.
Yep.
It's super easy because mine's just a simple hook. It goes in, it's actually got some support in it, and then when I want to, I can throw that on. But you know, I like I said, we'll go over what I carry, but I don't know it's there. It's comfortable, it's simple, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Right. That's set up exactly how I want it, and it's, you know, modular, so I can use it for that. I can use it for anything else, but you know, if I want something a little more heavy duty, I do have something similar to that, but it's got a Cobra buckle, so I do have to take off that Cobra buckle in order to put it through the loops, but that thing's got a lot of support, a lot of rigidity. I can really lock it down, and it doesn't matter what I'm carrying because I can support it all.
Yeah.
So, but this one's a little just more convenient.
An important thing on that too, because I have my inner belt right here. So yours has the loop on the outside, right?
Yep.
And so my inner belt has the hook on the outside. So if you're gonna use your inner belt, you're gonna want one that has the loop on the outside, because if you're using this it will just eat your daggone belt loops up on your pants, and it's uncomfortable.
And it'll rub.
Yeah, especially if you got a little overhang on your belly like I do, man, it don't feel good against that hook on that Velcro. So that's an important consideration. Who makes that one?
So this is from Pharaoh Concepts.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Awesome.
So that's belt, guys. Super important. I hope that clears some things up for you guys.